Hi, I'm Victor. Welcome to Don's Dish of the Day. I'm Victor Liong from CHUKKA in Sydney and Ho Fook in Melbourne. And today we're using Don English style leg ham in chicken, ham and ginger dumplings. They're easy to make and they taste so good. The ingredients are 500 grams of chicken mince, 250 grams of Don thinly sliced English style leg ham, 10 grams of ginger, spring onions, garlic, 80 grams of Chinese cabbage, sugar, salt, pepper, sesame oil, cornstarch, light soy sauce. 1 small handful of coriander leaves, 1 packet of dumpling wrappers, and a small amount of vegetable oil. They're my favorite, they're delicious, they're fun to make with the family. Let's get started. Here we have Chinese cabbage. The smaller you cut the pieces, the kind of finer and more even your dumpling mix will be. So a nice way to do it is to stack up all the leaves and just cut it into a long, thin slice one way. And then you kind of just shift it on the chopping board a little bit. And then you cut against it to make a small dice. We're going to season it a little bit with salt to draw the moisture out, and we're just going to transfer that into the bowl. We're going to let that sit, Don's English style sliced leg ham. And we're going to cut this into small pieces as well. So as you can see, we're cutting it nice and fine. The best part about this is the ham already comes thinly sliced, so it does have to work for you. The light cure on these hams and the saltiness of the ham really makes the dumplings extra delicious. So we're going to move this into the mixing bowl. Last thing to go in there is some spring onions, some ginger, some garlic, and the chicken mince. Microplane your ginger and your garlic. Ginger and garlic in, spring onions, cut nice and fine. Chicken mince. So to avoid the flavor of the ham being diluted by the cabbage, so we're just going to squeeze the moisture out. So just in a muslin cloth here, we're just going to squeeze out the excess cabbage moisture. I'm going to add that to the dumplings. Everything is a nice uniform texture. The ham, the chicken, the cabbage, and the aromatic veg. So now we're going to season the dumplings. The nice thing about using the Don leg ham is that's seasoned to perfection. So all we got to do is season the chicken. So we're starting with a little bit of salt, a touch of sugar to balance that out, a little bit of pepper, some cornstarch to bind this all up, a touch of soy sauce just to give it richness, and some sesame oil for fragrance. What you're trying to achieve here is an even texture of the filling, so you're just going to mix it, and you're going to make sure you get all that delicious ham in every mouthful. Now it's the fun part, we get to make the dumplings. A simple dumpling fold is you put the mixture in the wrapper, you moisten the edges. Because all you got to do is seal this within that. So that's the most simple fold, is folding them in half. So it's a nice beginner fold. If you're a little bit fancier, you can seal the pointy edges together and you can make a little kind of tortellini shape like that, little belly button. That's a nice shape to do to poach the dumplings. A fold that is a very popular fold in my family when we were growing up is the 8 pleat fold. About a teaspoon of mix down, moisten the edges. And then you fold. And what you want to do is pinch, and then bend, and then pinch, and then bend. You kind of pinch where the layers meet. So this is a great recipe to get the kids involved. They don't have to be super intricate or pretty. They just need to be sealed within the wrapper. It's like arts and crafts with food. It's a nice thing to do as a family. You get together, sit around and make dumplings. And there you go, that's pretty straightforward. With the rest of the family helping, this will be done in half the time. So the critical element for dumplings is the dipping sauce. So we're going to start off with spring onions. Once again, we're going to cut these nice and fine, and some coriander that I've just got washed here. So for the sauce, we're going to start off with some soy sauce. And we're going to cook up a lot of dumplings today, so just about the same amount of water thereabouts, just to kind of soften that soy. A little bit of sugar, just to balance that back out. And some sesame oil. I'm going to add our herbs to that. And that is my simple dumpling dipping sauce. Let's pan fry these. Pan fried dumplings, my preferred way of cooking them. They're quick, they're easy. Just heat the pan up, a little bit of oil. The oil helps crisp up that one side. You can see it's nice and hot because it's moving around nice and quick. Just place them in. I like them in a circular motion. You can put them anywhere you like. So I'm cooking these the traditional way, where you get a crispy kind of base on one side, and then we're going to steam them, and the steam from the water will help keep the top nice and soft. So you get two textures of the dumpling. Perfect. And that's when you pour water. Water in. It's about 1 centimeter of water, as you can see from the chopstick here. So once the water's boiling, just put the lid on. I'm excited. Smelling good already. See you in 5 minutes. Oh yes. So as you can see, these are perfect. Recommended portion size, about 8 to 10 of these. But I could probably have about 70 or 100, depending how hungry I am. And this is my dish of the day. Chicken, ham, and ginger dumplings, made with Don thinly sliced English-style leg ham. They're easy to make and delicious. And remember, for every pack of Don thinly sliced English-style leg ham sold this week, Don will donate 1 meal to an Australian in need via food bank. Is Don is good. Very good.